ever. But I mean, I'm sure he would be very happy if I just
Oh, Freak Nation, only if you knew how technical difficulties can just creep up and bite you in the backside every now and then. It just happened there for our first hour on FS2. How you doing, Freak Nation? Kenny Sargent, Crash Gladys, Richard C. Suave. His name is Cole Cosimano. And the guy that's probably got a little bit of tightness going in the backside right now is our good friend Cody Big Johnson back there. We'll figure out the technical issues that we have coming up. But Freak Nation, part of that intro is we've got Kyle Larson coming up this hour. We've also got, there's a lot of discussion about Ty Gibbs with this big win in Bristol. Why so much hate? But at the same time, why is there not a whole lot of people talking about Ty Gibbs and his first win in the Cup Series? We'll get to that. Also coming up, Leah Pruitt, a two-part series from our Black Flag Confessions series, which you can pick up at Official Speed Freaks on our YouTube channel. So, man, I don't think you can kick us. The tech demons can kick us out of here. Crashing.
Never say never.
Right?
2020 was a weird year. And after that year, we said never say never.
Yeah. Well, as long as I look on the monitor and I see us there, we're not frozen, we're good to go. But frankly, getting into the Ty Gibbs deal or lack of a deal, I found myself, and if you saw the top of the show, you saw where there was a graphic up there regarding the hate for Ty Gibbs. I don't hate. Let me just give me a single shot here, Cody. I don't hate Ty Gibbs. I just hate the fact that this guy does not have a personality that, frankly, this series could hang their hat on and ride that monster because this dude can drive. Cusimano.
Ride that monster.
Yeah. Hey, I don't like the fact that we can't figure this guy out to where do we want to go with it? I was cheering against Ty Gibbs because I wanted Larson. I wanted Blaney. I wanted Kosovar, as we like to call him. I just didn't want Ty Gibbs. And it's not hate. Maybe it is. I don't like the dude in a race car because
it's a strong word, Kenny.
Really what he doesn't bring outside of that race car. We've seen it time and time again.
Yeah, and the thing is, he should be marketed much better for the sport, seeing as he is the grandson of NFL and NASCAR Hall of Famer Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
And the fact that he killed it in the O'Reilly series. I mean, this is a kid that won 7 races at one point. He was ruffling feathers every single weekend, on the track, off the track. Then he makes the jump to Cup, and he just kind of fizzles out. So it's funny you say that because I was actually rooting for Ty Gibbs to win this race. Because
really?
I was. And I know that might be weird if you watched the show before because it seems like we don't like him. But
monetary reasons.
I love seeing first-time winners. And I just think it's a good thing for the sport. And also seeing him and how much this win meant to him was pretty big as well because, he lost his father following his championship a few years ago. So it was a big family affair. And I'm a big family guy. So it was pretty cool.
That didn't sell me at all, Cole.
I mean, I don't blame you. He has no personality. So I get what you're saying. But I thought it was pretty cool.
You better get used to it, Kenny. You better get used to it.
Yeah, the floodgates are
Why
open.
do I have to get used to it?
Here's let me explain.
Unless
don't
this
cut me
guy...
out. Don't come. You can't. Don't come. Let me explain. You had your. Let me calm down, everybody. I need to talk to the people as the Gibbsaholic here on the show. Okay.
Gibbsaholic.
Yes. Remember, I've been on the Ty Gibbs train all season long. Okay. I've been telling you and beat the freaks every week. I picked Ty Gibbs.
Split shot, Cody, on this split shot.
You want to react?
Yeah, let's go. All right.
I picked Ty Gibbs every week on Beat the Freaks, except for this week. I did not pick him. Everybody else did. So you were on the Ty Gibbs Gibbsaholic train this week, except for me. But anyway, he's 4th in points, Kenny. He's 4th in points. He's been one of the best drivers on the circuit all year long this year, and he's proven it. And he proved it today. That's why I was rooting for Ty Gibbs today. I love, like Cole said, I love first-time winners. I love watching guys earn their victories, and that's what he did. He had to go out and beat 2 champions on older tires to win this race. And he wheeled that son of a bitch, and he won this freaking race, and he deserved it, and he earned it. And for me, if you go out and you prove it on the track like Ty Gibbs has done this year, you start to earn my respect. Trust me, I called Ty Gibbs I was being a Nepo baby for years, and I never liked him. I'm starting to change my tune on him because he's going out and he's proving it on the track this year. And that earns my respect. Back to you, Sarge.
Co-sign.
Thank you very much.
I believe Suave called himself a chase sexual last week.
I'm a chase sexual. I'm a Gibbsaholic. I'm a Zilly Zoomer.
Ooh,
What?
All right.
Zilly Zoomer.
Zilly
Yeah,
Zoomer.
I'm a SVG shindig. I don't
No.
know what that is.
No.
No.
Richie,
Can he respond?
I respect everything you said. He's not going to get me out to a race.
He won't punch
Oh.
tickets.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Jimmy Johnson, his personality was ridiculed through his championships, but at least he gave me meat. He gave me answers. He gave me a personality. He wasn't flipping the bird and throwing beers at people and going bananas and giving right and left hooks to Noah Gragson, but he just had he walked with greatness, which is different than Ty Gibbs being crowned the next freaking greatest driver in NASCAR. It's not going to punch my freaking ticket. And I know for a fact there are individuals that collect paychecks somehow involved in NASCAR that wishes this guy would just go away because he does not punch tickets for their races.
That's a big statement.
Does not punch tickets. Really?
No, you're not wrong. He has no personality, and that's the bottom line. But here's my question to you. If he were to have entered the Cup Series and just was a complete ball of fire, similar to Hocevar, where he's getting on-track altercations every single week, ruffling feathers, and he would have gotten a win earlier in his career in the Cup Series, would that make you a bigger Ty Gibbs advocate? Or do you respect that he went about it in a more mature way and didn't bulldoze his way to victories and headlines every week?
Let's ask Denny Hamlin about that, right? About bulldozing.
Yeah, yes.
What was that? Was that Martinsville last year, year before?
It was last year.
That was New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
Okay, New Hampshire.
Yep. That's right.
And funny enough, it reared its ugly head again at the Bristol night race last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Good call.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm all about punching tickets. I want people to watch this show because we're different. And Cole Cusimano, Richard C., Cody, Crasher, we cover and talk about things differently. If we sat around here, as we said 25 years ago, Crasher, in sports coats, pink shirts, and talked nuts and bolts and air pressure. I mean, that's the Larry McReynolds of the world. Let Larry handle all that. Fine, take it. And I understand the snorkel fest between Clint and Kevin with Ty. That does not punch a ticket for me. And it doesn't punch tickets for anyone right now. And, well, he was trending on Twitter. Well,
Still is.
that says
Okay.
something, though, Kenny. I mean, for a guy who is as vanilla and allegedly conceited as he appears to be.
I never said conceded.
No, but it's kind of where we're all.
He couldn't spell conceded if you gave him the concede, which we'll come to find out, right?
conceit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go, sorry.
But I don't even know where I was going with that. But this guy, just no. I don't.
I will say one of the reasons why I do respect Ty Gibbs so much is because, and I hate to bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway because it's part of his story, and he brought it up today too, which is like, Kenny, myself, Crash, Cole, all of us covered that championship race in Phoenix several years ago after he won the championship, after his father passed away, and
2022.
and we were all standing on pit lane around the time of that news breaking because we had learned that Ty wasn't going to be in the race car, I think, that day. And I remember I was like, holy crap. I shocking, complete shock. And it really threw a blanket over that entire day and overshadowed that entire championship race that day. And so ever since then, I've respected Ty Gibbs in a way because of that. And so, seeing him and Heather in victory lane along with Joe, who's lost both of his sons, Coy and JD, that was a cool moment. Like, I have a heart. I'm a human being. I thought that was cool to see after the passing of his dad to win his first Cup Series race like that.
That's where I was
Totally
going.
agree.
Was you were talking about Clint and Kevin being all about Ty Gibbs. They were also not necessarily all about Ty Gibbs on the broadcast. They were excited to see this guy win his first event. So yeah, there's something to be said. We've all touched on it. There's something to be said for that.
I'm not knocking his win. He hung it out there without a doubt.
Absolutely.
We knew exactly what was going to happen, but it didn't happen with that restart.
Kyle with 2 extra tires, Blaney with 4 extra tires.
Right.
He still outran both of them in 2 restarts, not just
Mad
one,
respect.
but 2. Yeah.
Mad respect for how he held off those champions. I'll give him all the credit in the world. I'm just not going to make an extra effort to read or do anything with Ty Gibbs because of that personality. Now, dude, all of a sudden lights up, and we've got plenty of sound from him coming up. If he decides to light things up and go bananas to give me a reason to hate the guy, that'd be awesome. And to give it, and I'm not the only guy. And we know people who cover the freaking series that are saying the same damn thing that I'm saying, but off mic and off camera. It's just tough to cover this guy when he gives you no meat, and you give him the mayonnaise and the pickles and the bread and the cheese and the lettuce and the tomato. You give him the grill, and all you get is a big raw burger on that fat sandwich you were hoping to get. I've never said that in 25, 26 years, but damn it, that's exactly what the hell it is.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
It's like wanting a big freaking meaty, medium rare, double, triple, jungle style, animal style, In-N-Out burger, and all you freaking get is a damn Whopper Junior. We've had Joe Gibbs, and you would think, Richie, we talked about this in the we got a break with Joe Gibbs as his old man, or excuse me, as his grandfather, and how just that relationship with a guy that's highly respected throughout not just sports but in media in general. You think,
Nope.
I have a great comparison I compared Ty Gibbs.
Can you save it for the next segment?
This is called a tease.
Okay.
Yes. I compared Ty Gibbs to something else across the wide world of sports, which I hope people get a kick out of.
All right. Yeah. We got that. We got Kyle Larson coming up here in the Freak Nation and Leah Pruitt. All coming to Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
In life, you get out what you put in. Time, effort, dedication. On the track, in the garage, in your vehicle. When you choose Lucas Oil, your vehicle delivers. Mile after mile. Generation after generation. Lessons learned, passion earned. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link. You'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring.
Hello.
You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Hey, Freak Nation, check out lucasoil.com. Proud partners of the Freaks for over 2 decades, man. lucasoil.com, 2-wheel, 4-wheel, that big fat boat that you're greasing down to put out in the lake coming up here in the summer. Make sure you're running all kinds of Lucas Oil products in there from inside your engine, outside your engine, from Lucas Oil, lucasoil.com. Back to a conversation with Ty Gibbs, and if I'm coming off as harsh with the guy and the way Richie set it up and Cole set it up, it sounds a little harsh. I give a lot of folks leeway when they're going through some harsh realities, harsh realities of losing their father. But the problem I have with Ty Gibbs is the same with or without hardships. It's just he doesn't punch tickets. I need a Kosovar, as we like to call him. And again, I know it's Carson Hocevar, but we say Kosovar.
Mm-hmm.
I need a guy like that punches freaking tickets. Like him, don't like him. I'm going to tee it up for Richie to pay off that tease going into the break. But Ty Gibbs does nothing for me. So much so that I was cheering against the guy at Bristol because I'd much rather talk with and about Blaney, Larson, Carson Hocevar, Denny Hamlin, and 20 other drivers than Ty Gibbs. Anytime. The first time we had Ty Gibbs here in the Freak Nation, and this just sticks with me to this day. You can go single shot. I'm going to get serious on this one. Ooh. It might have been after an ARCA series win. And I understand that this guy was young at the time, but every answer he gave us on that interview and subsequent 2 or 3 interviews was as if he didn't want to be here. And out of the kindness of my heart and the relationship that I have with General Tire, I went on with the interview and tried to pull things out of this guy. And you would think some guy that's the grandson of Gibbs, Joe Gibbs, and the worldly family that he's part of, the personality would be, I don't need to go into the reasons why I believe he's like he is, but he just didn't want to be on our show, didn't want to be interviewed. You'll go into the press room and he'll be over there by himself with his PR person. Not now, because hopefully some folks will have will get some damn good answers from him. It just, you just don't get clicks. You don't get views. You just don't get people going, oh, I can't wait to see that Ty Gibbs interview. It just doesn't happen. And Richie, your analogy of Ty Gibbs is spot on.
Yeah. So before the show, we were all talking together, and I was kind of explaining how anytime you get somebody with the lineage of Ty Gibbs and the history of NASCAR, anytime you have a legacy name, win races and succeed, that should be great for your sport. That's what NASCAR was built on. The Pettys, the Earnhardts, name a few others as well off the top of the Wood brothers, right? The Blaneys, et cetera, et cetera. The Gibbs should do that for your sport. And unfortunately for Ty Gibbs, he's not doing that at the moment where he's punching tickets. So as much as NASCAR would like to market a first-time winner and a Gibbs winning your sport, they're not able to do that. So it is now landing with this kind of like shrug from a lot of the fans. And we have a lot of other folks in the chat, coming out and saying, oh, he's like you've been saying, and he's a Nepo baby. He's boring. Some people didn't even know he had never won a race in the NASCAR Cup Series. So my comparison for Ty Gibbs across the wide world of sports is picture the New Orleans Pelicans or the Arizona Cardinals succeeding. What does that do for the NBA and the NFL? Right?
Not much.
Yeah. What does the Utah Mammoth and the NHL winning do for the NHL? It does nothing. It's like, cool. And we move on. Why was the World Series this year between the Dodgers and Blue Jays the most watched World Series in the last 25 years? It was because the Los Angeles Dodgers are hated, and they're in the biggest market in the entire United States. And so people were tuning in to watch the little guy that could, the Toronto Blue Jays, take on the Los Angeles Dodgers for a reason. And Ty Gibbs just isn't that. He's just there, just like the Arizona Cardinals, New Orleans Pelicans, and the Utah Mammoth. Shout out to them. They made the playoffs this year. Good for them.
Should NASCAR do something about this? Because you're right. You've got a family name there that is synonymous with NASCAR now, and it's synonymous in sports in general. Should NASCAR pull him aside and say, we need more from you? You're representing the sport now, and we need you to be a bigger personality, or we need you to be bigger to help the sport rise. I don't know if they can do that, but should they?
Who wants to give an honest answer? Anybody?
I don't think they can. He's been in the sport for going on 5 years now, a half a decade, and he's given us as media people nothing. Continues to do so. Even in his winning press conference, there's not much there to pick apart. So I don't know. Maybe they should, but I just don't think it's in his genetic makeup to be anything more than a corporate PC answer giving machine for these scrums.
You teed it up perfectly for some of the sound bites from his post-race press conference.
Okay, I have not heard these yet. So you're saying it was not a great press conference,
It was
or
extremely redundant.
Oh boy.
And not very well polished as far as responses. But yeah, you'll see.
Okay.
We gotta start with the supercut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Tee this
I'll
up.
tee
So
it up.
Cody can play.
I'll tee it up. Ty Gibbs, notorious for being extremely great with his words, goes very in depth with all of his answers with the media.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So this is Ty Gibbs, a super cut of all the times he had a super cool time winning at Bristol today.
Oh, no.
It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. Super cool. It's 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 super cool. Super cool, but it's super cool. Yeah, it's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super.
What the hell? What just happened? Those are all different?
All different. This is my finest work to date as a journalist, by the way. Ty Gibbs uttered the phrase super cool 18 times in his 15-minute press conference.
Oh,
including 3 times twice in a single answer. So he is just he's having a super cool time in NASCAR.
Apparently.
Yeah. He's jacked up on Monster following this win, I guess.
Whoa. Because Monster's super cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's what we call that in media is a crutch. So that is his crutch phase when he doesn't know what else to say. A lot of people's crutch will be the word or so, but his is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Did we pull the audio? What race is that? Was it Coda? The audio where he was mother effing his crew chief at the time? We could have inserted that. Come on.
Jesus boy was mother effing?
I didn't say that, Crasher.
I did.
I said, yeah. No, he was. It's just be yourself. If you're that guy that wants to burst out and ridicule, just be that guy. Don't walk through the door and all of a sudden go, hey, I am this guy.
I am super cool.
Get out of the car and be who you are, man. But I'm sure there's some other meaty stuff that he's got from the press conference.
Yeah, I mean,
Richie?
Well, not really. So much so that the terrific journalist at The Athletic, Jordan Bianchi, asked a very great question. He was like, because like we've been talking about, Ty Gibbs has a lot of detractors. He's got a lot of haters out there. And Jordan Bianchi asked him, hey, do you have a message to your detractors? Listen to this.
What would you say to your detractors? Huh? What would you say to your detractors right now?
I don't know. I don't care. My distractors? Oh, I don't. What does that mean?
Oh man,
He
doesn't know what detractors.
one of the greatest personalities in NASCAR. He's getting me so riled up that he is playing me like a violin right now. That because if you look at that little devilish grin, he's like, "What's detractors? Sound bites."
Oh, right. This is where you love being.
He's
Kenny
playing
Sargent.
me,
Okay.
brother. I might have just turned right there.
So now social media this week is going to go off with these little tidbits, huh?
Super cool.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Okay, does he give any meat? Like you said, Ty Gibbs is not a man for giving meat. Does he have any meat from this press conference after winning at Bristol?
You can play the last little clip here, Cody, and this is how excited he was after the race. Listen to this.
Oh.
Not really. I mean, I truly have a passion and a love for racing, and people can say what they want and can say false things, but I don't really have an issue with it. I'm not big on social media. I just love racing cars, and I'm very in a blessed position to do this and just try to maximize my resources, and I really love it. So it overcomes that, and it's an honor to be a part of the 54 group, and especially at Gibbs Racing. It's super cool.
Super cool.
And then he ended it with super.
Damn.
By the way, the entire press conference, that was him restating that same response, every single question. So
What?
basically, yeah.
Talking about liking to be a part of his 54 group. He's not on social media. He doesn't listen to the detractors. He now knows what that means.
Loves racing.
Loves racing.
Loves family.
He's blessed to be there. Loves family. So that was it. Times 18.
Basically.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Freak Nation, there you go. I promise you, I try to promise you, no more Ty Gibbs on this show. We're bringing you champions with Kyle Larson and Bristol. Do we really need 2 races at Bristol? Did you see that crowd there, Skipjack? Or the lack thereof? We'll talk about that. Also, Leah Pruitt will be joining us here in the Freak Nation. But coming up next, Kyle Larson and his daughter.
Oh.
They join us right here. Speed Freaks Pits and Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas fuel treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price as 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Here's a real-life story that affects 50% of all of us out there. It's called divorce. If you've gotten divorced and now you're struggling to pay your bills and your credit card debts are completely out of control, you need to call this special debt relief hotline right now. We help people with all kinds of money problems caused by different life challenges, a divorce, a job loss, even heavy medical bills. All these life events can sometimes financially stress you out and cause you to get out of control. We help people get their lives back by showing them ways to consolidate and reduce their debt, in some cases for a fraction of what they owe. If your credit card balances are more than $10,000, call us and learn how to reduce your credit card bills and monthly payments now. Here's our number.
Paid for by Debt.com. Call now at 800-810-1820. 800-810-1820. 800-810-1820. That's 800-810-1820.
The 2026 season of speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 and Celebration of 66 Festival, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series and Joy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
In life, you get out what you put in. Time, effort, dedication. On the track, in the garage, in your vehicle. When you choose Lucas Oil, your vehicle delivers. Mile after mile. Generation after generation. Lessons learned, passion earned. Lucas Oil, it works.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Kyle Larson back in the Freak Nation. And Kyle, you're hanging out in Texas, again, promoting the race coming up here in a few weeks. One thing in particular for me, I know many years ago when you signed with Hendrick, one of the things that we asked you, and I think you continue to get asked this about, with you running in high limits, still running sprint cars, Rick Hendrick continues to endorse you running in sprint cars, which, by the way, high limit will be running a couple of nights there at Texas Motor Speedway. Is the sentiment still the same with Rick Hendrick? Is he still all thumbs up with Kyle Larson running sprint cars?
I mean, yeah, they haven't really said no ever, but I mean, I'm sure he would be very happy if I just told him I was going to hang it up for good too. But no, I mean, I think they see the I get to race a lot more and stay active and still perform on Sundays. So, but yeah, I'm sure he would be happy if I didn't.
Is there a time in your sprint car NASCAR history where you've had a ride in the sprint car race that weekend where you said, "Man, I just can't do it. Either I need to focus on the Cup race, or I something other than maybe how you were feeling that like I can't run the sprint car race this weekend. I got to focus on that stock car."
No, because when I build my schedule and send the races that I think that I would like to run to Paul Silva, once I send that to him, I feel like I'm committed to it. So, yeah, I mean, personally and emotionally, yeah, there's some times, when I'm like, I kind of wish I was just able to stay at home today. But yeah, once I commit, I'm committed. So that's why this year, though, I sent him less races because I just felt like, we could add more if I'm feeling up to it or not. So, yeah, on my schedule right now, I have a little bit less than normal, which, I think is a good thing. And yeah, but yeah, when I'm committed, I'm committed.
Attaboy.
Where that was the greatest example for you was, in my opinion, Indianapolis and Charlotte last May, the past 2 Mays. Are there any pros and cons? I can imagine the pros. What are the cons of maybe not doing the double this year with the Indy 500 and the Coke 600? Is there something that you're going to miss? For instance, when you're in Dover and you're watching qualifying from afar?
I'm sure I'll get FOMO for sure as I'm watching things on TV, but I don't know. I'm kind of content and happy to have been able to compete in those 2 events on those couple weekends the last couple years. So no, I think it'll be fun just to watch and enjoy it and you'll see everybody have a good time and kind of live in the past a little bit and just enjoy a great race day that is Memorial Day. So I don't know. We'll see. I guarantee I'll have a little bit of FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
You bring up Memorial Day, and it makes me think of America's 250th birthday and the things that Charlotte will be doing for the 600 and Indy for the 500, and then San Diego on the naval base. You've got so much to look forward to this summer. Has that hit yet for you and the team? Because, I mean, your gorgeous red, white, and blue car as well kind of fits.
Yeah, no, I think we'll have like a patriotic scheme and all that for those events this year. So that's really exciting, and that's something that HinderCars.com has done the past handful of seasons. So, I think NASCAR always goes above and beyond to pay tribute. So glad to be a part of a sport that's like that. And, hopefully we can win with the patriotic for once.
You bring up HinderCars.com, and this might be an awkward question, and I don't mean it to be that, but you, in my opinion, single-handedly redefined HendrickCars.com. When you first came out with that as the paint scheme, you were the only one, and people were kind of like, this is just kind of off the cuff. Is Rick hurting? Does he need some help with his car sales? Meanwhile, it's everywhere now. It's in drag racing. It's with Raja. It's with you. It's with Kyle Busch. You were the one that really vaulted it, in my opinion. Would you agree?
Well, I wouldn't agree because it wasn't my idea. It was Rick Hendrick, Brian Johnson, so many people at HendrickCars.com. It's them, it's their money, it's their way of promoting. So I put it all on them, and I've been in too. I mean, it wasn't my paint scheme before I ran it. You know, it was Ricky Hendrick's paint scheme before me. So, no, I think I'm just one of the well, I would say few. It seems like a lot more than a few these days that get to run that scheme. But no, it's cool, and I think just seeing HendrickCars.com everywhere in our sport is awesome, and it gets them out there. And yeah, it's great to see. It's great. I feel like I've got teammates, out there in different areas and stuff, and it's awesome.
Again, Kyle Larson joining us here in the Freak Nation. Bristol, Kansas, Talladega, Texas, all tracks that you've had success on. But one thing that sticks out there, my friend, is Talladega. And that big-ass track and how it likes to bite Kyle Larson. Those big tracks like to bite Kyle Larson. When do you start to think about –
No.
What? Okay, sorry.
Because this is what I don't understand about this. And people want to say Kyle Larson doesn't have a win at Daytona, doesn't have a win at Talladega. You have multiple wins at Fontana and at Michigan. Why have the other two big tracks eluded you? Because you have success on big, fast tracks.
Well, those are different. Those are real racetracks. Daytona, Talladega, drafting stuff. But no, honestly, we've actually been really good at Talladega. We've been close to winning a few times there now. So, I mean, I do feel like we're on the cusp of being able to win on a super speedway. It's just, it hasn't happened. So just got to keep doing what we can to keep ourselves up front. I think we know the recipe to win. It's got to have a workout in our favor eventually.
Kyle, how many times has Caitlin, your wife, just cut you off when you start talking, just like Crash did with me? That happens all the time with you, I'm sure.
Every minute of the day, yes. Yes.
That's what
But I can't do it. Yeah, she'll cut me off, but then she'll be mad at others that cut other people off. So I got to call her out every now.
Sounds familiar. Again, Kyle Larson joining us here in the Freak Nation, getting set for, as I said, Kansas, Talladega, Texas. And with the schedule that you have this year, it is a little lighter for you. Is that one reason why you are able to bring your kids along with you on some of these trips?
Yep.
Where is she? There she is.
See, they could see you. Now you're going to have to talk. But, yeah, no, it's I mean, she's homeschooled, so it's easy. But no, she gets to come out here to Texas with us because she's going to the Dallas. We're both going to the Dallas Stars hockey game tonight, and she gets to dress up and go out on the ice and be out there for the like national anthem and stuff. So she's pumped for that because she plays hockey, so she's all excited.
Again, Kyle Larson joining us here in the Freak Nation, getting set for, of course, a 3-race stretch with Texas, of course, first weekend of May. And it's a track where you won before. That's the All-Star race there at Texas. And now with the All-Star race there at Dover, do you like these floating tracks for certain races like the All-Star race or the Clash, things of that nature? I know.
Yeah, no, I like that it moves around for sure. I think I definitely think an all-star race should move around. We'll see how it is at Dover. I feel like Dover may be a difficult track for an all-star style format because Dover, I think it's really good when you have long runs and you get into lap traffic and stuff. And with a little bit smaller field eventually, I think we'll have, and then shorter runs, it could get tough, but maybe hopefully it'll be really hot outside and that'll help it stay rubber and get difficult for us. So, but yeah, I think it's good. It's good moving around.
All right. Last thing for you, the new horsepower package this year seems to be working in most cases. Where's Kyle Larson rank this new horsepower package for 2026?
Well, I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction for sure. It doesn't feel any different really. Phoenix has been the only track that I personally have felt a difference, and I don't know why that is, but the road like Coda, Bowman Gray, Martinsville, I don't know if we've had anywhere else. It's been surprising that it doesn't feel any faster, and like our lap times aren't any different really. So we'll which is kind of what I expected, I guess, going into it. I mean, I had hopes of, man, I hope it's going to be, a lot different. But I did a test at the tail end of last year at a road course, and nobody even told me I had higher horsepower for the whole day I was there until like later that weekend. And they're like, "What'd you think of the new horsepower?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I couldn't tell a difference, and that's kind of been the same for most of the races that we've ran this year. So, but I mean, it's definitely not a step in the wrong direction. So, I think it's good. I don't think it's as big as what everybody has made it out to be.
And of course, is Kyle Larson with his daughter sitting on his lap, promoting the big old Texas Motor Speedway race. Coming up next, Bristol. Why in the heck do we need 2 Bristols? We'll tell you why. We don't need 2. Next. Speed Freaks.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Tickets are on sale now for the 10th Bomarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Sunday, June 7th features 3 huge races. The USAC Classic, Firestone Indy next, and the only Sunday night prime time NTT IndyCar Series race. Enjoy a weekend of cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. The stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis. Get your tickets now and save big at www.raceway.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Tickets for the 2026 season of Speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bomarito Automotive Group 500 and Celebration of 66 Festival June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
You know, I'm looking over at our boy, Big Balls Byron. What the hell's happened to William Byron? Holy smokes. Maybe he needs a new set of General Tires. Go to GeneralTire.com. Check out how you can get up to $80 back now through the end of April when you buy 4 qualifying tires from General Tire. Big Balls Byron, go to GeneralTire.com to find out how you can get $80 back, my friend, and hopefully get yourself a freaking race win for 2026. That's GeneralTire.com. At the risk of exposing personalities on this set, I'm not going to roll the tape on our text threads during certain races, including the Bristol race. But I will say this, that the odds are in the odds from this set, all 4 or 5 of us, I would say, are in favor of eliminating a Bristol race. Now, I think we'd all be stupid to say it'd be the night race, right?
Oh, God,
Of
no.
course.
You can't limit. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
staple, right?
exactly.
As we said last week, Jurassic.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
a perfect term for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll roll into this here actually real quick. So I think that Bristol is a huge part of the sport. The night race specifically, it's been
Right.
regarded as a crown jewel by drivers and people in the industry. So that is a pivotal race to have in the series, on the circuit. If you're going to have 2 Bristol dates on the calendar, make them both night races, because the day thing does not work out. Clearly, the grandstands were completely empty, it seemed like, for a bulk of the race. And it's a shame because, like, all 3 races this weekend, the trucks, O'Reilly's, and Cup, I thought they were fine. I thought they had good racing, great finishes.
And no one was
But
there to see
nobody
them.
was there. And I think it's because that night race has such an aura to it. We've been there. I think that the energy that place puts off under the lights is unmatched. Like, there is nothing like it. You can't even explain what it's like. And for them to have, they're doing a disservice to themselves by having a second date, the first one being in the daytime, because there's just no juice to it, basically.
I go along with the same argument that I've had for the last 25 years we've been doing Speed Freaks. I don't believe any track deserves 2 dates. I think that you are weakening the sport. You're putting too much of it out there. You're not causing people to want the sport, to need the sport in their lives. No track deserves 2 dates. That's a long ass season from February to November. That is, you have 2 months off. 2 months off. And now next year it's going to be a little bit different too, because you're bringing back preseason thunder, and people need to want it like the NFL does. I've said this before. I'm just going to keep saying it. The NFL has 16, 17, 18 weeks. What is it going to be, 18 now? But you have a lengthy off season. So people are dying for that product to come back. People want the NFL come August. Even preseason games get higher ratings than what some of these NASCAR races are getting. Don't dilute your sport too much, which is what I think NASCAR.
Then what would you replace it with, Crasher?
One track? Oh, excuse me. One race at every track. I think the only track that should maybe have 2, and this is going to really piss people off, is Charlotte. Because guess what? One of them can be the 600 and the other one can be the Roval. Because it differentiates things. And it's not to mention it's pretty much every driver's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Give them that. I just don't think no track deserves 2 dates. Why are you diluting the Daytona 500 with a 400 miler later on in the season? No, Daytona is the 500. Keep it in February. Keep that your grand poobah to kick off the season.
There's also the cost issue, which again attributes to a lot of the wear and tear on folks coming out to 2 races.
Mhm.
If you're going to pick between 2 races, you're going to the night race, man. You're not going to the day race. You're
Right.
going to the Saturday night race at Bristol.
Mhm.
But we also know that track is owned by the Bruton Smith Company. It's not a NASCAR-owned track. So I could only imagine the battles that continue to go on between Bruton Smith, SMI tracks,
Mhm.
and ISC tracks, which are owned by NASCAR. the amount of back and forth they go, I need this race here because of this month.
No, your sport needs less because less is more.
Right.
So, yeah, stop it with those arguments. You need a shorter season. You need every race only once at every track because then it just keeps giving people that desire for more. That's what you want.
And one thing Cole said, I disagree with the Days Cup race. It did nothing for me other than the last 30 or 40 laps. And as we get into the whole Ty Gibbs thing again, it provided some entertainment for me because of the way you show Blaney and Larson 2 versus 4 tires. And again, will this guy get his first win? But that freaking O'Reilly Auto Parts race, now that was some racing. We talk about that all the time, man. Why can't we just sticker those O'Reilly cars as Cup cars and bring them to the freaking Cup race?
That would change a lot of things for sure.
Yeah.
That's what people want.
Yes,
honestly.
please.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, in my eyes, when the truck race outshines your Cup race, granted, Richie, it's a much shorter race, and you're driving these freaking box beasts on a quarter-mile track that's got as much slant to it as
Half mile.
What?
Half mile.
What did I say? What did I say? Quarter?
Mile.
All right.
That's a tiny track.
Yeah. Well, regardless, if you've ever been to Bristol and you're able to actually look up at this, up between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, just trying to maneuver in general. But with the truck series, I just got more out of it, and the fact that it lasted 2 hours and 15 minutes, something tolerable for that. And it's not just us, Freak Nation. I know, Richie, that you were able to pull some things off of Twitter regarding Bristol and to pull a date from this track.
Big Johnson put together a nice little graphic for you guys on FS2 and YouTube so you can see it. But yeah, there was a whole thing on Twitter that they made, and it was like all these tweets basically saying the same thing. And I think fans are finally starting to figure out the 2-date thing should not be a thing. So go ahead and bring this up so the Freak Nation can read. I'll read a couple here. Just so the people listening on our radio audience can hear. Team KFB, looking at the amount of empty seats, is it time for It's Bristol, baby, to benefit from only having one race day a season? Somebody else says, sucks to see all those empty seats at Bristol. I remember when it was packed and someone had to die for you to get a seat.
Yeah, there were waiting lists.
Yeah.
There
That's
were waiting
insane.
lists.
That's crazy. Elite Precision. Sucks seeing so many empty seats at Bristol. I really do think this track would benefit having one date, and that's, of course, the Bristol night race. Yeah, the racing such, which explains things, but I think a track having one date is more beneficial, and you see some others there, including a picture of what appears to be like your kind of like almost like parking / camping area, completely empty.
Yep. You see the green grass. You should not be seeing that.
Yeah, there was
green
another
grass
race.
at Bristol.
There was another race in Tennessee this weekend too. Cody, you can go and take that down. And it was at It was at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, and it was in the Cars Tour Series, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Series out there. And I was watching a little bit of that. Granted, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was in the field, started the race in the main event there, and he finished in the top 15 of that race. And those holds about 15,000 people, jam packed to watch the Cars Tour race. And the Cars Tour race got more people in the stands than the Truck Series and the O'Reilly Series combined. I can almost guarantee you that.
Yeah, did you see that?
Hold on a second. You know what else was in Tennessee? Supercross.
Oh, Nashville.
So you've got all these motorsports events that all attract kind of the same eyeballs, and somebody can't afford all three of them. I mean, that just, to me, that was poor planning. I don't know how it ended up that way, but something like that should not ever happen again.
What this doesn't do for a product that needs to find ways to grow, Cole Cusimano, is a second Bristol race doesn't grow your audience. It does not grow your audience. Supercross is in Nashville, and I can count on my right hand how many times Supercross has run their monster series through Nashville. Not 5 times, which my point is they explore new venues and new eyeballs.
Yep.
NASCAR has to fight. They have so much freaking money, man. Don't let them tell you that they can't afford a new venue.
Right.
I loved Chicago. I loved Mexico City. They're both gone. But
the Clash at the Coliseum, they spent buku bucks for that.
They got bananas money to put a race somewhere to grow a freaking audience. And for 2 out of the, how many years did they run at Chicago? 3?
Yes, 3.
Right?
Mhm.
2 years, it was a booming freaking audience. The numbers were cool too. But 2 Bristols does not punch tickets for a new audience. Not at all.
To anything. Nope.
No.
Agreed.
So there you go, Freak Nation. What's your take on it? 2 Bristols? Again, the battles between SMI and ISC have got to be crazy. When you're going to take it's a different freaking animal, Freak Nation. All right, man. Coming up next, speaking of a different freaking animal, IndyCar qualifying. It's just going to get, speaking of silly, it's going to get even sillier. Now, we're going to share with you why, Freak Nation, and does it really matter? Do you remember something called Bump Day? I think they're bumping Bump Day. We'll explain. Also, Leah Pruitt, part of our Black Flag Confessions series that we've got at Official Speed Freaks on YouTube. Be sure and go over to YouTube now to watch us as we say good night to FS2, but we'll continue on with the second hour of the Freaks on the Freak Radio Network and at Official Speed Freaks. Yep.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
In life, you get out what you put in. Time, effort, dedication. On the track, in the garage, in your vehicle. When you choose Lucas Oil, your vehicle delivers. Mile after mile. Generation after generation. Lessons learned, passion earned. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Tickets are on sale now for the 10th Bommarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Sunday, June 7th features 3 huge races. The USAC Classic, Firestone Indy next, and the only Sunday night prime time NTT IndyCar Series race. Enjoy a weekend of cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. The stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas fuel treatment. It works.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Rick Hendrick, is he still all thumbs up with Kyle Larson running sprint cars?
Yeah, they haven't really said no ever, but I mean, I'm sure he would be very happy if I just told him I was going to hang it up for good, too.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I got the 3-strike rule. He makes 3 comments. I pull over the side of the road and I get out. And he's got to
drive.
Yeah, you drive. So, but yes.
Has that happened?
Yes, absolutely.
How many times?
2.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Lucas Oil Studios and riding on a dope set of General Tires, it's Speed Freaks, Kenny Sargent, Crash Gladys, Richie, Cole, and Cody. Big Johnson. This isn't a show, it's a takeover, no rules, no limits, just speed, smoke, and straight talk. Strap in, Freak Nation! This is Speed Freaks! We already won.
You can win a world championship. You can be president of the United States. But if you ain't been on the Speed Freaks, you ain't.
Freak Nation, in that intro, you saw Leah Pruitt. She's coming up. 2 segments, part of our Black Flag Confessions. And in that interview, she talks about driving rules with her husband and top fuel winner tonight in Pomona, Tony Stewart. This just went down, Freak Nation.
Yep.
As we were going into break, Tony Stewart wins his first race of 2026. And what happens in the funny car class, Crasher?
Funny car goes, well, this is the 1,000th funny car race. So this, whoever was going to win this was going to be making history. And it came down to 2 stalwarts, Ron Capps versus Matt Hagan. Ron leaves. He gets the quicker reaction time. He leaves on Hagan, but Hagan drives around him. Matt Hagan is your 1,000th funny car winner. And then Greg Anderson taking on teammate Dallas Glenn.
Right.
Heard that before numerous times. Last year and the year before, Greg Anderson wins in Pro Stock.
And the reason why we're giving you results right now is because it was rain delayed a couple of times, and they even started early.
Oh, it was
in
rain
Pomona.
delayed, and then it was explosion track cleanup delayed, and then it rained again. Oh, it's been a nightmare of a day. So everybody at the Pomona Drag Strip for the Lucas Oil Winter Nationals, everybody's ready for a good night's sleep. A few beers and then a good night's
Cole
sleep.
Cusimano, this was on the heels of them having to cancel the NHRA finals last year at Pomona, where it's like, oh, come on. Not again, man.
Yeah, I mean, they can't catch a break. It seems like all season, actually, with NHRA between all the weather mishappenings. So I'm happy they were able to get it off.
Exactly. Yeah. Who cares? 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. That's when your finals actually go off. Hey, at least they made it, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go. Okay. This was rain delayed, made for a lengthy 3rd race of the season in 2026. The season finale was called off because of cold temperatures and snow and a bunch of weirdness. Do you remember the Pomona before that? Massive storms and hail that they had to postpone it and run it in Phoenix here. Because Phoenix
that was the year before?
Huh? Yeah, Pomona, Mother Nature hates Pomona. I don't get it. Yeah. It's just,
holy
it's uncanny.
smokes. Freak Nation, again, Leah Pruitt, 2-parter Leah Pruitt, where there's a full 60 minutes up on Black Flag Confessions on Official Speed Freaks on our YouTube channel. Be sure you check that full 60 minutes out. We're going to highlight about 25 minutes of it coming up in about 15 minutes. Also, our Beat the Freaks result, where you get a chance to win a shot at taking home some General Tires. When you're picked, if you beat us with your picks with the NASCAR Cup Series, 3 drivers, you beat us, you take home a set of General Tires. And Richie, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we gave away a set of General Tires. Has that dude that won ever gotten back to us on, sliding in our DMs and saying, yeah, okay, I'll email you?
We'll figure it out.
Happy. God, it's $2,000.
Yeah,
$17,000 worth of tires.
You win $50,000 worth of tires, and you don't get back to us, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, Crasher, I'm looking at my watch because I actually do need to look at my watch. We're about 5 weeks away from the Indianapolis 500. Is that true? True that, dog?
Yep.
Yep.
Credential deadline's coming up for anybody who needs that reminder.
All right.
Yes. The 110th running of the Indy 500. You know I'm jacked. And so here we go.
And the Lucas Oil Indy 500 parade.
500 Festival Parade.
Got it.
Yep. Get your wording correct,
Yep.
okay?
That's going to be happening?
Yep, on Saturday, the day before the 110th running of the Indy 500. Lucas Oil is the title sponsor of the 500 Festival Parade. Probably Kenny's favorite parade in all of sports. He loves the Rose Parade.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think you like the 500 Festival
I
Parade.
didn't get a chance to go to that last year.
We should do it. Let's go.
Yeah, go.
I like a good parade.
Kenny.
Well, the one thing that I'm looking forward to, as I do every year with the Indianapolis 500, is just the legendary bump day where they've got 45, 50 cars clamoring for how many spots, Crasher?
33.
33 spots. So how many do we have this year for bump day? And what's the backstory on how awesome this bump day is going to be for the Indianapolis 500?
You really want to talk about this?
We got to, Crasher, especially with the news coming down with Brian Herta this week.
Colton Herta.
Yeah, Colton's not going to run, so his old man's not going to either. Yeah, Colton Herta.
There are, I don't know actually how many have registered yet, but there are
31 cars.
31 have registered. Okay. And right now we only have drivers for 30. When it's saying that, the 31st car was Colton Herta's car with Andretti Autosport. Now that F2 has been added to both the Miami and the Montreal, Canada slate, Montreal, Canada overlaps with the Indy 500. Colton Herta now has to be up in Montreal, Canada. He is not going to be able to be in Indianapolis for the Indy 500. So that's that seat taken away. It was also announced this week that Prema Racing will not field their 2 cars in this year's Indy 500 for various reasons. Funding, of course, being probably the top of the
pole
list.
sitter
The
from
pole
2025.
Yep.
Gone.
Crazy. No defending pole winner this year. No defending pole team. 3 huge entries completely out. So right now we're looking at 30 cars in a 33 car field for the 110th running. The Indy freaking 500. Help.
Crasher, can you name 5 drivers that could fill a seat right now that do not have a ride?
Callum Ilott, Catherine Legg. I might even go as far as to say Teo Porchar. And who am I missing? People, help me out. Who am I missing?
Stephen Wilson is
Steph
mentioned
Wilson.
here
Okay.
in this article
Jeez.
from Marshall Peruta Racer.
So there's 4. We could have bumping if there were enough cars registered and able to go. Yeah.
Young Money.
Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson.
Right. But what does that say about the pool of? I'm trying to find a hook other than this sucks.
Yeah.
But so what's?
Well, it's not like it hasn't been done before. Yes, bumping was huge in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, but
Explain what bump day is, frankly.
well, it was different in those days, but technically what it is you've got 33 cars that fill the field for the Indy 500. Once you fill those 33 spots, if there are other drivers and car combinations on the outside looking in, they get a chance to bump the slowest car from the field, wherever that slowest car may be. And then if they are successful, they bump that car, they slide into spot number 33, and then the next car goes and tries to bump the next slowest driver in the field. It can be exciting. It used to be amazing, to be honest, but we just haven't had a super thrilling bump day in a couple of decades. We've had it, and last year was decent, even though we only had one bumping. No, it was one or two. I
It
already
was
get my
one
years
last
confused.
year.
One? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's possible we can make drama with it. The good news about not having a bump day potentially this year is that the way they've rescheduled or reclassified qualifying, your final hour and a half, which is known as happy hour because the shade comes across the front stretch, that final segment is now reserved for the Fast Nine. So guess what? You get drama in another form that's going to set the pole instead of
Yeah,
bump
see,
day.
I don't think bump day is the story here. The more interesting part of this to me is now, according to Marshall Pruitt, he says that IndyCar and its official engine suppliers at Chevy and Honda are set with fielding 33 cars, with 2 Chevys earmarked for 2025 Indy 500 pole sitter Prema Racing being reallocated to Jacob Abel, and AJ Foyt in order to reach 33. So it seemed like we're going to get to 33. That would be the more embarrassing thing if they could not get to 33. Which I'm not even sure when the last time that happened, when they weren't able to get to 33. I don't give a crap about bump day. That's fine, whatever. I've always been more interested in, unless it's a big name like Fernando Alonso, which to me is like, when I think of bump day, that's what I think of.
Who was bumped out.
When
Yeah.
Fernando Alonso didn't make that Indianapolis 500, that was like a holy crap moment. Fun fact, I believe the driver who bumped him out was actually Cole's driver in the two-seater.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Who was that? I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but
Wait, Davey Hamilton?
No, something with a
hold
K.
on, Who was?
Yeah. It's
Kyle something.
Yeah, it was Kyle something or other. Help us out in the chat. I know you can help us. But
Who drives the two-seater?
But anyway, yeah. So like, if it doesn't get to 33, that is more of an embarrassment and indictment on any car than anything. Even though the economics have changed so much now, there's only 25 full-time cars. Like, it's just so tough to get to 33 in the economics of the sport nowadays. But yeah. So if they don't make the 33, that's a problem.
And what happened with Graham Rahal one year, Crasher?
Bobby Rahal.
No, Graham Rahal.
No, Graham got bumped.
Oh, God, that's
Graham
right.
got bumped and missed the race, and he ended up getting back into his taking over the seat of somebody else to make that race.
Yep.
Which is also something that has happened numerous times.
Freak Nation, you don't want to miss it. Leah Pruitt, wife of Tony Stewart. She is the badass of the family. Top Fuel pilot Leah Pruitt back in the seat this year, kicking some ass and celebrating with her husband right now for winning in his Top Fuel car at Pomona. She joins us next. Two-parter. Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
In life, you get out what you put in. Time, effort, dedication. On the track, in the garage, in your vehicle. When you choose Lucas Oil, your vehicle delivers. Mile after mile. Generation after generation. Lessons learned, passion earned. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
You're doing what you love. Was there ever a time when someone said, you know what, Leah, why don't we try and put you in a sprint car? Why don't we try and put you in a cup car or stock car?
People knew better than to do that, I think.
But it's what you love. And has it ever happened when they wanted to just put you somewhere where you said, no, I don't want to be there?
No, I think my world has always been so drag race centric. My network of people, teams, partners, so to speak. I'd say more recently, there's been a conversation of asking if I'd be interested in another farm. And I said, listen, I do not want to embarrass the family name. So that's a rule that Tony and I have. Don't do anything to embarrass the family. So no. And thinking back to Leah, actually, we were karting for Chris Trimner, the chiropractor, for his birthday many years ago. Oh my gosh, she whipped everybody. Oh, she absolutely. So even, how 7 years ago, she's always had the talent. So I think it's awesome that she hasn't been given, she's created these opportunities for herself and being able to find what she loves and develop in different disciplines. So for me, I haven't had that, and that's okay. I wouldn't have known where to turn. I mean, growing up in Southern California, so to speak, I think I went to Paris like once or twice to watch some sprint cars, and of course was in the off-road world for a little while watching. And I think that there's so much talent in short course racing, and it's so entertaining. But no, when you're a professional drag racer, there's a lot more to it than just hitting the gas, in 3.5 seconds. It's everything around it leading up to the days and the media, and the events are 3 and 4 days long. I think if you really want to do this right and be committed and give the value in the places that you're supposed to, unless you're Tony Stewart, because he can do everything. We're going to a sprint car race tonight. But yeah.
Don't say that. He's your husband, and you are the power part of the power couple. So don't give him the credit, right?
I'm going to give him all of the driving credit. Oh, and here's the thing. I definitely give him the credit for if I'm driving on the street and, we've gotten a block or two and he makes a remark of like, oh, you can go around. Or, well, how about this over here? I got the 3-strike rule. He makes 3 comments. I pull over the side of the road and I get out. And he's got to drive. Yeah, you drive. So, but yes.
Has that happened?
Yes, absolutely.
How many times?
2. And so now it's funny. He might say something. He's like, that doesn't count. That was just, just looking out. I was like, I get it. Yeah, that one didn't count. But the next one will be a strike.
So that means 4. Because if the first one didn't count, it did.
Yeah.
But you're giving him a mulligan.
Exactly.
You were talking about, again, growing up in Southern California. And man, we've talked about so many things, incredible things. But one thing that I've not found out from you, let me take a step back. I come from a family with a very strong mother. Where I've seen her, she didn't take a lot of shit. And one time, mechanics didn't fix her car. And I went back in her Camaro, went back to this place and watched her with a very strong backbone, not necessarily call this man out, but just be a woman in 1974, 75. You didn't fix my car. She got her car fixed. And that's just one of the many episodes of watching mom do her thing. Then you've got Crash. You've got my sister. I've got strong women around me. Where did your strength come from, Leah Pruitt, to get in a series, in a sport, in a walk of life that is so, and to this day, unfortunately, still so male dominated? Where did you earn your backbone to be so tough?
Well, before I get into that, I'm going to say male prevalent,
Mm.
not male dominated, right?
I like
Ooh,
that.
I
Look
like
at
that.
Erica Enders,
I
look
like
at
that.
Brittany Forst, number of championships and number one qualifiers and whatnot. So
I like
anyway,
that. Sorry.
No, thank you for that, because we do
awesome.
need to retrain our brains.
yeah, it's I'm not like this massive, like forward progressive, like type of person or anything, but in our sport, I think
But
it's
it's true.
it's very true.
It's awesome.
You know, who was number one qualifier at Gainesville in pro stock motorcycle? Angie Smith.
That was Angie.
So, and who was in the final in funny car? Alexis DeJoria.
Oh, right.
I mean, so anyway, I can go on. But who was the backbone for me? That for sure was my dad. And my mom wasn't far behind, but my dad was just like your mom, took very little. I mean, like maybe he should have taken some advice from people in some other ways throughout time. But but he was always going to find a way. You know, he came from absolute the slums and was able to, he worked on cars, and then he built his, single automotive repair shop, heavy duty equipment, alignment, front end suspension, big trucks, all of that. And built, and then I was born into a really tiny home, and then they got a better home because I had a bigger garage because my dad had his land speed car. But my dad was always going to find a way to work and to provide and to race. And I think I just don't fall far from that tree. And then my mom, my parents met when they were 16 years old. And so she has always been this massive supportive figure, running the alignment shop and going racing and, driving, support vehicles to El Mirage, and then me driving with her to Bonneville, and just whatever it took to go racing and support that person. So I think for me, there's actually a reason that Tony and we have got matching tattoos, but mine says his queen, because that's how I feel. I feel in a comfortable position. I'm not, well, I am the leader of the house, but I'm not the, I'm not the, it's just me. I thrive on being a part of something great. And I think that blends into how I operate with my race team, how I operate my marriage, as a family, as a unit. So yeah, both my parents, very strong, and I'm very thankful.
That's a big human, that's something everybody could use to learn, because we always say it takes a village. It's never just one person making things happen. I mean, it could be one person with the utmost determination and perseverance, but it does take a team. And you are exemplifying that. And that's not easy to do. So that's really cool.
And I think, Tony, he has big ideas, and in his whole life, he's had really great support structure around him that help make whatever that is happen. Tony doesn't run the day-to-day of Eldora, but he has the vision for it and the scheduling and the conversations, negotiations with series, all of that, and then has the people that help make it happen. Tony had I'm going to build TSR Nitro. And then we all made it happen, from Matt Hagan to partners with Dodge to Neil Straussbaum, my crew chief. Our culture would not be what it is at TSR Nitro if it wasn't from us building it all together, and Neil being such a heavy portion of that. So yeah, Tony calls it, he's the pie and I'm the crust. So yeah, I think it works. I don't really cook or bake, but yeah.
It doesn't work without either one of them. It tastes different. You need both. So can you take us back to those early days of when things, maybe before the public knew that this was going to happen? How did you put those pieces together that were so crucial?
Are you talking about TSR Nitro?
Yeah.
So I guess that would have been 2021. First year is 2022.
And as we're climbing out of COVID too.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Racing for Don Schumacher. And at this time, Antron had already been vocal about, stepping out and operating his own team. And man, it's what are the things that I can say and can't say?
Oh, right.
Sorry. Of the timeline here. No, I specifically remember at Sonoma mid-year, Dodge, was looking at options as well. And then there was the option to be a part of something new. And so it was a combination of, Tony we didn't just make this huge leap of build a Nitro team and they will come. Dodge was there the very first step of the day, or first step of the way. But during Sonoma of that race, a very hard conversation to have with Don of, we are leaving, and Dodge has decided to go with us. And he actually did not take that news very well. He actually didn't believe it. And so, a lot of conversation, and just there.
Hold on, Leah. Hold on a second. That's tough.
Yeah,
that's a tough call.
Very tough.
From both sides. One is, here's this guy that gave you the shot to run in a car that will get down the damn track and give you a shot to win, and then it's like, oh gosh, now I've got to pull some of this back.
Yes, but I mean, right? We're family here.
Yeah.
We're in a family room. Just us talking here. Going back to Leah Block, she's found what she loves, and that's where she's spending her time. At that point in my career, I was not enjoying what I was doing, how some things were just being ran. And so it was an opportunity, not only for myself, but, Neil, he might, I'll let his stage at some point come, but he was looking for other options too. It was not, the pressure situation was so heavy and hard. And, anybody that has long stories, of old school team owners it definitely, I was actually sharing a story with Maddie Gordon at PRI this year, and she's like, no way. He said what? He did what? And I was like, hey, that's just the way it is. That's what, right? Pressure makes diamonds. So there wasn't any one particular thing that happened to make that move, but we were all ready for a change.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas fuel treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Here's a real-life story that affects 50% of all of us out there. It's called divorce. If you've gotten divorced and now you're struggling to pay your bills and your credit card debts are completely out of control, you need to call this special debt relief hotline right now. We help people with all kinds of money problems caused by different life challenges, a divorce, a job loss, even heavy medical bills. All these life events can sometimes financially stress you out and cause you to get out of control. We help people get their lives back by showing them ways to consolidate and reduce their debt, in some cases for a fraction of what they owe. If your credit card balances are more than $10,000, call us and learn how to reduce your credit card bills and monthly payments now. Here's our number.
Paid for by Debt.com. Call now at 800-810-1820. 800-810-1820. 800-810-1820. That's 800-810-1820.
For the 2026 season of speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 in celebration of 66 Festival, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
In life, you get out what you put in. Time, effort, dedication. On the track, in the garage, in your vehicle. When you choose Lucas Oil, your vehicle delivers. Mile after mile. Generation after generation. Lessons learned, passion earned. Lucas Oil, it works.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, we continue on with part 2 with Leah Pruitt, top fuel pilot, mom, husband to Tony Stewart, of course. And did you know at one time a sprint boat and drag boat commentator? That's right, Leah Pruitt now. Little did the drag boat nation
Dang it.
know that Leah Pruitt was an expert on the rear end of boats. Go ahead and roll it.
At first glance, there's not much difference between a top alcohol flat bottom boat and a top alcohol hydro, but as you can see on the back of this flat, there's a huge difference. This is a cavitation plate. Now, Tony, what does this do?
These control the ride of this boat. This whole plate system is connected to my foot up in the capsule. This is going to determine how I get down the track, how I get off the starting line, and how I get all the way through. These are what are going to dictate a 640 run versus a 680 run.
So are you saying that this is pretty much how you control whether or not this boat can do a wheelie down the track?
Absolutely. The more plate you put in these things, the more they're going to push the nose of the boat over. It's the difference between a hydro and a flat bottom. We're driving these things. The hydro guys are steering them.
Why would you do that to me?
Because it's impressive. You were always very impressive in your questioning because you came from that mindset. That was cool.
I enjoyed those years for sure. And I had so much learning to do. I'm like, I'm in this position. I'm going to ask questions that, I don't know the answer to. Maybe I should know the answer to, and that's my job. But if people are watching and they're as interested as I am, and it's okay to not know. That's why there's reporters to report on things. So wow. Jeez.
Is that hard to watch? Is that hard?
I think I could feel myself cringing in there as I was interviewing. But yeah, it's part of my communications and paying bills. And
Sorry.
It's okay.
But it worked. It worked for the audience. It was great.
Oh, thank you.
Tony saw that a couple of years ago. He and I were doing something and I dropped it on him. He goes, there she is again, knowing a whole hell of a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
Well, now that, we live part of the time in Lake Havasu and we're on the boat world way more. I look back at that and I'm like, oh boy, I could point out the difference between a Nautique and a Supra and DCB 32 and like so much more boat stuff now. Who would have known? Who would have known?
Tony, let me tell you about this cavitational plate in the back of this.
Yeah, whether or not you do a wheelie down the track. Okay, let's get that right.
So you can basically do a wheelie, Tony Scarlatta?
He did a few. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Those are fun. Those are fun races.
All right, so we got the 2026 season, and I say this like 6 or 7 times in a row. We'll end it with this, because it always goes. The 2026 season, the easy question is the expectations for you, but to me it's much more bigger. You've got such a whole different scenario. You're back in your scenario, but your husband is in another scenario. You have a almost 2-year-old.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
1.5.
yeah.
November.
You're back in a race car. You're physically a different person from a non-mom to a mom. Brilliant.
Way to go.
Yeah, awesome. Sorry, I just stumbled over. I've been tripping over myself for 25 years, man.
Dad brain.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Is there? Are you goal oriented for the season?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
And
with all that in the mix,
all that in play. Yes,
yeah.
I feel like I used to compartmentalize the way that I raced, right, between fans and debriefs and qualifying and all of that. I don't do that anymore. I feel like in this last year, I have found a way to make it all work and mold and be flexible. I think that was the biggest thing for me, is that I was so rigid in like, this has got to be right. And this has to be on this time, and this has to get done. And maybe even this superstition, like it was exhausting. And so having a child makes you realize you have to go more with the flow, and that makes your life in general easier. But from a goal standpoint, it doesn't mean that my goals are changing. My goal is to have more Top Fuel wins than I've ever had in a season. And that was 2017, I believe I had the most. Didn't have a great run for the championship then, but molding all of this together, I know what I was capable as a driver when I got out of that seat in 2023. I know the technology advances that we've made within our team, that we've built. We saw it last year with the car with Tony in it. I think the difference is that I'm eager. Like I'm eager to put it all together and move with it, and to have my best running season ever. Like that's my goal. So when people say, yeah, win a championship, but just break it down. Like if I'm gonna break down the goal, here it is. To win a championship, you got to win races, basically, right? And to win races, you should probably qualify pretty well, unless you have a lucky Sunday, right? In order to qualify very well, you need to have your stuff together for Friday night runs. We need to have a solid Q1 to build on for Q2. So what makes that tick? That consistency makes that tick. And so the programs that I've worked on with the team, we've really seen those results. So you work backwards from it. So starting your week absolutely right with your Q1 to build for Q2, better positioning for Sunday leading into good rounds, finals will put you in a championship contention. So that's where I fragment it down, I guess, if I'm not fooling nobody.
But taking your mom brain and saying, hold on, but being flexible, because if Friday doesn't go well, we can still have a good weekend.
Absolutely.
We just have to make changes.
Which is wild for this week, right? You know, for those that have running at 10 and 12:30. And I truly feel, you know, today at 10 o'clock, it was actually really nice. I mean, I think it's nice. I like hot weather. But I think we're going to see some really good runs for Q1 and Q3. And it's going to be interesting for Sunday, you know, for those later rounds when it is 106 out. And I truly think, I don't know, I haven't talked to Kurt for what track temps have been this week, but probably, you know, 140s for sure. I think maybe 150 depending on the UVs. So
it's March.
That is uncharted territories. Take it back to Richmond last year. 146.
And you did that. So,
but yeah, I feel like this year I'm operating in a place out of like looking more forward to what the promise of performance, looking more forward to what it means to win and enjoying winning than the fear of losing or the fear of letting down. And that's what stability brings from a team, from a car, from a husband, from partners. So that's what all that is. And that's not a light switch overnight,
right?
But that's where I find myself of like, get it. And I know, you know, I was not impressed with my reaction times for Gainesville. Spent the last 2 weeks working on it. I'd practiced stuff for like a whole year. I had down all these different, I don't say rabbit holes, but kinesiology and special pedals and all that jazz. And it just was not working out in testing. And so I just scrapped it all and went into the race and said, I'm going to move forward with this. And I actually have an objective thing to change coming into this weekend. And so being flexible with it, like where before I'd be like, if I don't get this 60 on Q1, this is trash. Like I'm just more cognitive of what's happening. And I have a team that supports these changes as we're moving and grooving. Meanwhile, the guy who sleeps on the other side of the bed over there, ripping and sticking 50s and 60s like nobody's business, never like probably only seen the practice tree when I have it on in the other room. Just wild. And it's right. It's knowing yourself and how you work. So yeah.
He's going to see you ripping and sticking the same 50s. Oh, let's go 40s. Let's go a little lower. It'll happen.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it will. It will. I don't have there's a plan for it, and I don't have any room for it not to work. So
you and Tony are in an argument. You meet in the next round. How bad do you want to beat his ass on the drag strip? whether it's your fault or not. Because I know how competitive you both are. How bad you want to beat his ass, just in general. But you guys are in an argument. How bad you want to just say, "Suck it."
I would be totally lying if I didn't say that was it. I mean that would add to it for sure, totally. But I think it doesn't play in anyone's favor anymore because Tony drives better when he's mad, and I drive better when I'm mad. So I always wonder, I was like, are we picking a fight right now? Because it's Sunday morning and you're about to get in the car. I don't know. No, it'll be, I don't know. Y'all watch this weekend. We had a bicker this week. So
because I can't think of anything with Crash, who I've been married to for many, many years. There's not an instance like if we get an argument, well, I'm going to show you in an
there
interview.
are times though, like let's say that we get upset because building up to a Sunday night show, there's a lot of tension. And let's say we get upset about something. We both are, like they say, up on the wheel. We're up on the mic and we're proving our point and why our topic is better.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of that. Yeah.
I think it's wild though, because you can't put your thumb exactly on it because you already feel confident in what you're doing and you're doing the best you can behind the mic all the time. But there's just that extra little edge that comes out. And it's not like you can call on it at any time. It's a special key that only you hold and you hold.
So on point.
So I think that's what it will be like for us if we match up when we're in the middle of a spat. But that's difficult to do because we're mature individuals, I believe. Like I consider our relationship emotionally mature. So maybe that's when we get to bring the kids out in us.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link. And you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Tickets are on sale now for the 10th Bomarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Sunday, June 7th features 3 huge races. The USAC Classic, Firestone Indy next, and the only Sunday night primetime NTT IndyCar Series race. Enjoy a weekend of cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. The stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas fuel treatment. It works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Tickets for the 2026 season of speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 in celebration of 66 Festival, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Hey, Freak Nation, coming up next, we will share with you if our Beat the Freaks pick won a set of General Tires, which, by the way, Freak Nation, now through the end of April, you can find out how you can get up to $80 back from our good friends at General Tire. Go to generaltire.com, buy 4 qualifying tires from General Tire now through the end of April, and get up to $80 back. Also, I asked our crack staff here to check on the latest from this individual. Do we have that video of our young man who decided to make headlines with Supercross there, Cody? Let me set this up for you, Freak Nation. This one individual, Crasher, what is his name?
Yeah, I'm looking at Lane Shaw, I believe.
Okay. Made headlines across social media, not because of what he did at the finish line, upsetting some pretty high dollar Supercross riders. No, it's what he did behind a couple of dudes commentating, actually talking about Supercross practice. Was it actual practice?
This was qualifying
in Nashville.
This was the B heat of qualifying for the 450s.
And someone picked up on what was going on behind these individuals. And I'll just let the video speak for itself if you're watching us on Official Speed Freaks. Hit it, Cody. All right. And there it goes.
That's crazy.
I mean, bike flying with a perfect landing on both tires, by the way, after the bike going around a nice little 360.
That does not look real. That looks like AI, or it looks like a stunt performed in a movie.
I was going to say, it looks like Andy Samberg in the movie Hot Rod.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Meanwhile, the rider goes flying, and believe it or not, after watching that, you would think that there would be a couple broken legs, maybe the back was injured. Nope, hardly any, if anything at all, maybe just bruising, because this rider got back on that bike and finished his qualifying attempt.
Look, the bike also lands on its 2 wheels. Look at wait, that's pretty
landing,
crazy.
Perfect landing.
Stuck the landing, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Bam.
If you watch how he lands, he landed perfectly. If there was ever a perfect way to crash land with a Supercross rider, wasn't on his back, his head, his feet hit first, and then bzzz. And that is a cushioned sponsor banner.
Okay, so
that he landed on.
He fell back on the cushion banner. Okay.
Yeah.
But even though his feet touched first, you would think that would like jam his knees or something. But it didn't.
Look at that bike. That is so cool.
It's wild.
And Crasher, according to reports, dude's doing all right.
It's doing, like I just said.
Right.
Absolutely. He walked away 2026.
Freak Nation, we got a hell of a motorsports weekend. Next weekend, we've got the NASCAR Cup Series landing at one of my favorite tracks, Kansas.
Hell yes.
It
is one of my favorite tracks.
Never been your favorite. Never even been in your top 10, Kenny. But recently, this car races well there. Recently, has it crept up?
There was one of the most banger finishes in the history of NASCAR, just like 2 years ago.
Yep.
That Kenny just doesn't care about.
I care about it, but can I get that every time we go to Kansas?
The racing's been phenomenal, flag to flag.
Why is it so phenomenal?
Because they're actually racing. They're running high speeds. They're making passes throughout the entire race. There's constant lead changes. It's just a great product. Watch.
This is what the Gen 6 was built for.
I hope so, because I can't stand freaking Kansas. Richie, I don't forget about that finish. That was one of the tightest finishes between Ty Dillon and Kyle Larson. It was a great finish.
He doesn't even remember.
Excuse me?
Okay.
You don't remember.
Who was it? Who was this? Larson and somebody else. Who was it?
It was Larson, Blaney, and Chris Buescher.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got 1 out of 3.
And you thought it was only 2.
And if you are a fan of IndyCar, you're going to look at me going, what? The Long Beach Grand Prix is starting at a later time this year, where typically they'll kick it at about 11:30, right? Pacific
I
time.
don't remember what it was last year, but it seems to be later this year, and it's because of this doubleheader.
Yeah. You've got NASCAR at Kansas. And then you're going to have the Long Beach Grand Prix following that immediately, both of them on Big Boy Fox. And I'm having fun with you, Cole. I still can't stand Kansas, but here it is. And listen, Long Beach is not one of those tracks where the passing is bananas.
No, it never has been.
But you're going to rely on those 3 dudes on how they call that race. There are some gnarly things that seem to happen at this race you can never freaking predict. Cars going into barriers, cars going wrong way. It's a fun race to watch because of what the unexpected is going to be. I'm just hoping that it provides some entertainment to where some of the leftovers come over from NASCAR and they go, this is kind of cool to watch. Hold on a second. What just happened here?
Yes.
Right.
Long Beach it's one of the traditional, it's one of the crown jewels of IndyCar. It is an amazing race, mostly in person. When you are there, you're a part of the convention center, the concert, the boats in the ocean. It's just everything is set up so perfectly for an amazing weekend. It doesn't always translate to a good race on TV. So yes, a lot of us are behind the scenes crossing our fingers that, come on, give us a good Long Beach. 2025 Long Beach was good, but it had no eyeballs. So please, 2026, deliver like you did last year with a greater percentage of
I think it's going to be super cool.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Cody, that's when you're supposed to play it.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Cody's over there going, God, this is a great show. I'm just locked in to what Richie's about to say. Hey, Richie.
Super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. Super cool. It's 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 super cool. Super cool. But it's super cool. Yeah, it's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool.
Did we post that? That'll be first thing tomorrow morning, right?
It's up right now on the Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And the TikTok.
The super cool. The super cool. Super cool. Super cool.
Richie, let's you and I do our best to. Oh hell, you're going to force me to watch all this Kansas race, are you? Let's you and I do our best because we have no Formula One. You and I being the freaking Formula One homers on this set. You and I do our best to watch all of that Cup race, and then that Long Beach race, and let's do our best to critique them fairly. Okay.
Yes.
Can we do that?
Like, so you're talking about the broadcast. Or the race.
The product.
The freaking product. The actual product on the track.
Okay, I'm so confused.
No, that we're going to watch the racing on the track and then watch the racing on the track.
Okay, so it's like what we do every week, dummy.
Yeah,
what the hell was?
But we don't. No, because we don't critique them. They don't go back to back like this. The whole point is these are back to back. You and I are going to try and stay awake for 6 hours.
Oh wow!
Why just you and I? Why not? There's 5 people on this.
Because your ass on that freaking text thread today was going, this race sucked, blah blah blah. You were just freaking hammering Bristol all the way down.
You are both F1 or IndyCar snorkelers. NASCAR stands no chance. It could be the best race in the history of the sport, 76 years, and you'll say, "Oh, yeah, Long Beach, that was amazing, but way better product."
Well, you're going to have a stat. This is a record number of passes, 660. Well, too bad I saw 6 of them on TV.
That's not going to happen.
Promise. 13 lead changes. My
God,
God, the most in Kansas history.
Nope,
it's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool.
It is going to be super cool.
Yeah.
Next
who
Sunday
gets the most super cools?
No, NASCAR for sure. Super cool.
Oh my gosh. So again, you got the Cup Series at Kansas going into Long Beach Grand Prix, back to back on Big Boy Fox. All right. So Bristol beat the Freaks. Richard C., yours truly, Cole, Crasher. We all had our picks. Who was our contestant this time? Do we know?
Ron.
Oh, good old Ron.
Ronnie.
How did we do?
Bring it up. Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
154 for Ty Gibbs.
Wow.
Super cool. Super cool. So, yeah.
Cole takes the win.
Yeah.
Rod takes third place. I missed it already. Yep, not too shabby. Congratulations, Cole.
Yeah. I called my shot during Beat the Freak, said winner Ty
You
Gibbs.
did.
Right.
I also called Ty Gibbs before the off week after Martinsville. He was going to win. So
Cole cleaned up and the money stopped. This
money
week.
stop killed it. We got the top 3 finishers. Yeah. Gibbs, Blaney, and Larson.
So how much money are you going to be giving to charity?
$100.
Hey.
$100. Yep. To the Biffle Family Legacy Impact
I
Fund.
love that.
Yep.
Super cool.
Super cool.
It's super cool.
For the record, I looked up the Jeff Gluck poll. Last
Right.
year's the first race at Kansas last year, under 60%. Good race. Yes. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. So Kenny might be onto something here. Kansas won 58.5%, which is in the bottom half of the races on the Jeff Gluck poll last year.
What?
Well, when Kyle Larson wins because Speed Freaks Mojo, it's going to get above
go.
75% approval rating. So
Got it.
There you go.
Yeah.
He botched both races this week, and he ain't winning anytime soon.
It's coming.
Speed Freaks Mojo, Kansas.
Yep.
Freak Nation, we do this every Sunday night. Thank you guys for being a part of this big old thing. 7 to 9 Pacific. Do the freaking math for Easter time, all right? And Horsepower Hub Day every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Pacific on YouTube. Later.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
In life, you get out what you put in. Time, effort, dedication. On the track, in the garage, in your vehicle. When you choose Lucas Oil, your vehicle delivers. Mile after mile. Generation after generation. Lessons learned, passion earned. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Tickets are on sale now for the 10th Bommarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Sunday, June 7th features 3 huge races. The USAC Classic, Firestone Indy next, and the only Sunday night prime time NTT IndyCar Series race. Enjoy a weekend of cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. The stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis. Get your tickets now and save big at www.raceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring.
Hello.
You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pumps, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines.